Good morning, everybody, to the opening ceremony of Madrid World University's Debating Championship, 2023. My name is Alessandra Pereira. As the director of the tournament, I'll be conducting the ceremony. Welcome, especially. Now, it is my pleasure to yield the floor to the chief adjudicator of this tournament, Mrs. Jessica Mussolini.
Dear participants of Worlds, Organising Committee, and distinguished guests, my name is Jessica and I am the Chief Adjudicator of this year's Worlds. On behalf of the Adjudication Corps, it is a pleasure to welcome you to the tournament. It's hard to believe that over 2 years of preparation has finally brought us here. I'm incredibly excited that all of our hard work is finally at a near conclusion and you're all here with us. I think it is particularly significant that Worlds is finally returning to an in-person format after 2 online Worlds. Whilst we've gained a lot from online debating, including greater access, I think there is much to be gained here, including the connections we form and the experiences we share together, in particular from other countries and regions. Of course, we ought not forget the things that we have gained from the online era and should continue to prioritise access and the things we can do to ensure that debate remains inclusive and accessible for all. Some of my best memories are from previous Worlds, whether it be celebrating success, enjoying the peak of socials, or even just joking about the shared trauma of delays. Not that we can have any of those. It sounds a bit cringe, but I think we sometimes forget that the role of debate can be transformational. I think about who I was as a person about a decade ago when I started debating and what my worldview was like at the time. I think I am a far better person today thanks to the knowledge and different views that I have as a result of exposure to debate. The role of the Adjudication Corps is an important one. We strive to be role models for the community and to represent our respective regions. We are here for you, the participants, so if you have questions or concerns throughout the tournament, we promise to be available and accessible. I wish your World experience to be formative, educational, and most importantly, enjoyable. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jessica. It is now my pleasure to yield the floor to Mr. Director General of Youth of the Community of Madrid, Mr. Nicolai Giordano.
Buenos días, Ministro de Universidades del Gobierno de España, Joan Subirats, Directora del Campeonato Alessandra Pereira, Director del Colegio La Salle Maravillas, que tenía la oportunidad de saludar hace muy poco, Juan José Terrajero, el resto de organizadores, equipo académico, el resto de invitados. Es para mí un placer y también para la Comunidad de Madrid inaugurar esta 43 edición de World University Debating Championship in English, que nos convoca aquí en este prestigioso centro educativo La Salle Maravillas. Esta edición que hoy se inicia en Madrid es el mayor evento de debate y confrontación de ideas que se celebra cada año en el mundo y cuenta con el respaldo de todos los países y universidades participantes en esta edición y en las anteriores y con una enorme experiencia a lo largo de los años de 42 ediciones previas. Es de resaltar la importante participación en esta edición de países, más de 80, universidades, más de 140, y en cuanto a las personas reunidas ahora aquí en Madrid, se acercan a millares de participantes, distribuidos en equipos que representan universidades de todo el mundo y que han sido convocados para favorecer que los jóvenes desarrollen y mejoren sus aptitudes y habilidades a la hora de argumentar y defender con consistencia y credibilidad sus ideas y opiniones y aprender a sí mismo a respetar y a valorar los puntos de vista, los diferentes puntos de vista de los propios. Es importante enfatizar también que es la primera vez que España es país anfitrión y acoge la celebración de tan importante evento y en concreto en la ciudad de Madrid, elegida en febrero de este año para ser la sede de esta edición. Históricamente nuestra región ha sido y sigue siendo en la actualidad ejemplo de respeto y tolerancia y de impulsar y defender un modelo de convivencia en libertad. Damos siempre la bienvenida a cualquier persona que venga de cualquier lugar del mundo. La Dirección General de Juventud de la Comunidad de Madrid tiene como misión apoyar cualquier iniciativa como esta que hoy nos convoca, que promueve el desarrollo personal, social, educativo y cultural de la juventud, y por eso nos sentimos orgullosos de participar en estas jornadas universitarias de debate y discusión. La excelencia en el debate y la oratoria y el fomento del talento joven definen a este Campeonato Mundial Universitario de Debate en Inglés a través de jóvenes de las universidades más prestigiosas del mundo que se unen para competir por el título a través del formato de debate del Parlamento Británico, uno de los más famosos y conocidos a nivel internacional, en el que se realizan las diferentes exhibiciones internacionales. Es un modelo muy dinámico que premia la improvisación, el bagaje cultural de cada orador y la capacidad metodológica de la exposición de las ideas correspondientes al tema asignado con anterior a dicha exposición. En el apartado de agradecimientos, por supuesto, quiero hacerlo extensivo a todas las instituciones y empresas colaboradoras y patrocinadoras que han apoyado el proyecto, en especial a todas las universidades de reconocido prestigio de las que proceden casi el millar de participantes aquí congregados, y en especial a la Universidad de Juan Carlos, que es una universidad de casualidad, a través de su club de debate de alumnos, le ha correspondido organizar este año pues, el debate, el encuentro, la discusión y todo lo que nos trae aquí. Para finalizar, os damos la bienvenida a la Comunidad de Madrid y os acogemos con la mayor ilusión para que durante todos estos días de celebración del World University Debating Championship nuestra región sea referente mundial de los mejores debates, discusiones y encuentros de los jóvenes universitarios de hoy y líderes de nuestra sociedad de mañana. Que disfrutéis estos días de Madrid, de su riqueza, de su gente, y aprovecho también para felicitaros las fiestas, feliz Navidad y por supuesto desearos que el 2023, que vais a tener que recibirlo aquí en Madrid, pues sea el mejor para vosotros. Muchas gracias.
I will now yield the floor to His Excellency, the Minister of Universities of the Government of Spain, Mr. John Subirá.
Buenos días, good morning to everyone. I want to begin by expressing my satisfaction for participating in the opening of this World University Debating Championship. That's the first time that it's held in Spain, and there are now 42 editions, if I am right, with almost 1,000 participants from 55 countries and 175 different educational institutions. The Ministry already supported it last year's edition, and this year again we wanted to contribute to the proper progress of this event. We understand that this type of competition helps to foster the oratory, argumentation and critical thinking skills of the participants. And of course, these events are an opportunity to create networks of future global leaders. It is not coincidence that outstanding leaders of Spanish politics have been forged in this type of event. It is evident that in any political process there is a great connection between values, argumentation and persuasiveness. I am, in my former times, I was a professor of public policy, and I remember very well an excellent book that I recommend to all of you, Evidence, Argument and Persuasion, by Gian Domenico Maione. I think it's one of my most preferred books, and I think it's very sweet, very well in this kind of championship. Because the word is key in any argumentative process. It is through the word that ideas and arguments in real politics are presented and discussed, but not only in politics, but also in the day-to-day life of companies, entities, public administrations, and associations of all kinds. In the current situation in the world, we must continue to claim the use of the word and argumentation education as essential elements for constructive dialogue and exchange of ideas in any democracy, confronting it on the one hand with the dissemination of false and misleading information to influence public opinion, and also with the politics of fait accompli, based on the use of force, as we are unfortunately seeing in Ukraine and in other conflicts in various parts of the world. This forum, due to the type of championship and because its participants, is possible the best place to meet generation of people with political responsibilities. It is a good place to claim the word respectful and constructive dialogue in politics and promote transparency and veracity in political and public information. On the other hand, I would like to highlight that this type of meeting allows Spanish university students to interact and meet others of different nationalities. The exchange of ideas and international collaboration are at the base of innovation and the production of knowledge in the academic world and have been a fundamental part of the advancement of science and research. In this process, it is important to include the new perspective that people with different origins and backgrounds can bring us to build more united and cohesive societies. And the best example of this is the success of the Erasmus program, which this year celebrates its 35th anniversary with almost 13 million participants in these 35 years. It should be noted, that Spain is by far the main destination chosen by European students for the Erasmus stay. Probably you will also have a good reason to explain that visiting Madrid during those days. Along the same line, saying that this World Championship is an opportunity to establish international networks, which are essential in an increasingly interconnected and globalized world. Without going any further, we could not imagine our university system today without including the perspective and regulations of the European Union. So that we speak of European policy, we can no longer refer to it as foreign policy, but as an internal policy. But beyond Europe, the areas of cooperation of the Spanish university system embrace other spheres such as the Ibero-American space for higher education and knowledge, which we share a common language based on nearly 600 million people. This international perspective is essential to be able to understand and respond to current global challenges. This international forum, where debate and wars are the protagonists, are a privileged space to contribute to the search for these solutions. Good luck to everyone in the progress of this championship, and I am very happy to be able to contribute from the Ministry to its consolidation and success. Muy buenos días.
Your Excellency, Mr. Minister of Universities, Mr. Secretary General of Universities, Mr. Director General of Youth, Ms. Chief Adjudicator of Madrid Wudc, audience, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Madrid Wudc University's Debating Championship 2023, and of course, to most of you, also to Spain and to Madrid. Bienvenidos. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. Your Excellency, Mr. Minister of Universities and Mr. Director General of Youth, thank you for sponsoring this event and being part of this opening ceremony. It is a privilege to have institutions that support young talent and, in particular, debates. A passion and competition like this one, which requires investigation, teamwork, and dedication, and strives for excellency, deserves the greatest round of applause. Having support when it comes to major competitions like this one is key, so thank you. I would also like to thank those who have in some way contributed to this happening, to the president of the community of Madrid who has personally supported the event but could not attend due to other commitments, as well as to the mayor of the city of Madrid who has also expressed his personal support. Mr. Juanjo Terrajero, principal of this school, thank you for opening your house to us and for the unconditional support we have received from you and from your team. To the Madrid Convention Bureau, Girón Salud and Iberia, thank you as well for aiming to improve the experience of our participants. The debating community works in a way that is very unique. It is built by debaters and for debaters. So to all those who teach us and inspire us with their experience, thank you. We owe you a lot. The paths you have walked are very valuable lessons for us. And to all those who are just starting or still have a long way to go, thank you for your bravery and for giving continuity to this competition. Debate is all about you, it's all about us, and each and every one of you, whichever your role is, matters. For its 41 previous editions, the World University Debating Championship has been organized by groups of young people in different parts of the world and online. Madrid Wudc is its first offline edition after the pandemic and its first time ever in Spain. What a privilege and a convenient stage to celebrate that we are able to express our thoughts, exchange ideas, and learn from other cultures. Madrid is a charming, welcoming, cosmopolitan, and multicultural region and city. So is Spain as a country as well. As the host team, all we can say is that we hope you enjoy this tournament to the fullest. We have been working for nearly 2 years hoping to give you the best experience, and we are eager to see how this adventure turns out. It has been the challenge of a lifetime, honestly. Most of you are not even familiar with our names, and we're thankful for the trust and kindness you have shown all these past months. We really have poured our hearts into this tournament. Feel absolutely free to let us know all that you like, but also all that you dislike. We will be happy to learn from them, from all our mistakes, and ask you to please forgive them. Besides them, we have got some of Madrid's most beautiful venues and buildings, very fun social events for you to enjoy after rounds, and a fantastic group of volunteers that will be helping you out with whatever you need. When we were first thinking of a catchy phrase to promote Madrid Wudc, we came up with debating today, leading tomorrow. And it's true, this auditorium might be gathering some of the most brilliant minds of the future. And what a privilege, actually. And while this might be true for some, it might not be true for everybody, and that is all right. As a host team who is no longer promoting worlds and who is actually living worlds, our greatest desire is for this to be a place where kindness, understanding, and friendship resound just as much as your achievements. Spanish author Rosalía de Castro said the following regarding her path in life. Not knowing where I am going is what inspires me to travel it. So may these worlds have the impact in your life that you allow it to have. Whether it is in the shape of success or failure, we hope it is a lesson. Since the destination is unknown, we might as well just enjoy the ride. I will be here. Thank you all again for being here. Participants, more conveniently than ever, the floor is now yours. Thank you. And now, I'm just going to stay here for a logistical note. Madrid Wudc University's Debating Championship is now officially inaugurated. May I just ask you please to remain seated in your spots for a second. We're going to take an official picture outside. We will let you know when you can leave, but it'll just be like 3 minutes or so. That's it. Thank you very much.